Hey, do you wish you had more confidence when it came to playing pool at the pool table? Are you a little shy? Do you know why? Because you probably don't know what you're doing. So, in this video, I'm going to help you out. My name is Manny. I'm an accomplished pool player. I went to Vegas, won tournaments, won cash. I played with the Hustlers. I've played with the best. And here, I'm going to teach you all the tips and tricks that the Hustlers use to run out the table. So take this video, watch it, learn it, practice it, go out and beat your friends with it. Okay, this is a free series. I used to charge hundreds of dollars for people to take these lessons and learn, and I'm giving them away free here on LinkedIn, on my LinkedIn profile, for all you guys to enjoy and learn from. And if you want to learn more, all you got to do is send me a message, and I'll go ahead and connect with you, and we can go from there. Let's start off today's lesson about the ghost ball. Today we're going to learn about the ghost ball, so let's get right into it. Now, most people, when they come and they're looking at a shot, so here's your ball, and they look at here at the ball somewhere where they're going to aim. That's probably what you do, right? That's what I did when I first started playing pool. But I had a little bit more of a feel for the game, so I always kind of aimed out where I was supposed to. And the most mistakes that players make is they look around here at the ball to make this ball go this way. And that's wrong. If you're aiming out right here at this point where the pin is, where that line is, your ball's going to come this way. And that's wrong, right? Let me show you why. This is the ghost ball. So this is the technique. Whenever you want to make a ball, the first thing you want to do is come behind the ball that you want to make. Now you see that tunnel, that track, that's the path of the ball that you want to take, okay? So the way to aim is to imagine a ball in front of that tunnel and behind the tunnel. Once you do that, you can kind of see the sides, and that kind of gives you an imaginary line on both sides here. And you can see this imaginary line right in the middle leads to right where that ball's going. So if this is the cue ball, this is the white ball, starts out here, if it comes in this track and ends up here, it's going to make contact at the belly right here of these two balls, and it's going to send that ball that way. And then it'll veer off this way on the tangent line. The tangent line would be this line right here. Okay? And you see how that's perfectly square? You know, pool is more about square than it is about circular. So, and you see how once we make contact here, as long as you make contact there, this ball here will always travel in this path. Okay? So the trick is to first come and look at your pocket and imagine a ball behind and in front of your object ball in the tunnel path that you want to go to. And you can see that when this ball travels, it makes just enough to go inside the pocket. If it would be a little bit to the right, it'd hit the corner of this pocket and bounce out. We don't want that. So another way to do it is to come behind the pocket. You see the best players, they come look behind the pocket, and that's what I teach my players. First, come look behind the pocket that you want the ball to go to, and imagine that tunnel, and imagine a ball in front of that tunnel. Then imagine a ball behind it. Then walk around the table, keeping your eye on this ghost ball. This is an important spot. This is where you want your white ball to make contact for that ball to go down that path of that tunnel. So first come over here. You imagine a ball in front of that object ball in that tunnel, then you imagine a ball right behind it. Okay, so you're imagining 2 balls on either side. Then you walk around the table and you keep your eyes focused on this ghost ball. We call this the ghost ball. So you'll walk around, look, keep your eye on that George Washington there as you walk around the table. And George Washington's looking right down the path of that tunnel. And that's the path, the trajectory that object ball is going to take once you make contact there. Now, how do we get our cue ball? How do we get it from here to here? Well, we do that with the shot line. That sounds familiar, right? You remember that in our previous videos? We talked about getting down in the shot line. Now, the shot line, we just want it to go, the ball to go straight down this path. And as long as we get it to go straight down that path, this ball will, boom, go right into that pocket. So the way we go down this path in this shot line to get the cue ball here is we aim a half a ball, which would be right in the center and about this high off the ground, because that's where the balls meet. So you'll be aiming up here in space, right? Here in the middle, up here in space. Sometimes I like to imagine a T or something, you know? You can imagine a pen cap. You're aiming at the top of that pen cap. Okay? So when you get down on your ball, you're going to do the same thing that you did with the object ball. You're going to imagine a ball behind the cue ball and in front of the cue ball. This is the white ball. The reason you're doing that is because you need to visualize this channel, this tunnel here. And to help you, what I do is not only do I aim at this point, but I'll do even better and keep going straight and aim out here further so that you can really get a feel of that line, or the shot line. So there's the shot line, and then there's the path that the object ball travels. So first you look right here. Imagine a ball there. Imagine a ball there. Washington's looking down that path. Walk around the table. Now once you get here, keep walking around the table until you get right behind your cue ball. So your eyes should be focused right there in the middle, up in space where the balls meet, and you should be focusing your cue ball so that the middle of it lines up with that middle. Now you put your cue stick right here and you keep it center and you keep your hand steady, and then you practice stroking. Okay, and then you pause and you say, okay, that's comfortable. Pause. Okay, I'm comfortable there. I'm aiming here and there. So my stick is in that line. Pause again. I'm breathing in an in-breath, top of your in-breath. You'll hold it there, come back, and boom, you'll follow through into the ball. What's going to happen is that if you do everything where your cue is straight and you follow into that ball, your cue ball is going to go down that path. It's going to hit that object ball, and it's going to follow down this shot line right here. Okay, so the shot line goes from here, and as soon as balls make contact, the shot line changes to that. Okay, so that's why you always see the professional pool players. They're always walking around the ball. They're looking at the ghost ball. They're trying to find this sweet spot so that they can line the cue ball up. And that, my friends, is how you aim at the ghost ball. So we'll call this episode the ghost ball. Go ahead and follow this LinkedIn. If you are practicing this, I promise you, you're going to start making a lot of shots. You might even hear the balls sound different. A lot of my students, once they learn the ghost ball, when they hit a ball, it sounds so pure. It sounds like when you hit a golf ball pure, it's just like bink. It's like, oh my God, it's a total change in your game. So go ahead and give that a try, the Ghost Ball. And remember, all of my videos are free to watch here. And if you want me to critique your pool game, send me a DM and we will set that up. But for now, that's all. Remember, it's a ball in the front, ball in the back. You imagine those two balls, and that's how you get your shot line. That's how you get that tunnel. Okay? So I hope that helps. If that helped you, after you tried it out, go ahead and come back and leave me a comment. I would much appreciate that. This is Manny, pool player instructor, coming at you live on LinkedIn, live in recorded time. Okay? So that's it. I'll see y'all in the next video. This was the Ghost Ball, Volume 5.